At this time, we have a motivational speaker, and when I told her she was the motivational speaker, she kind of laughed, so I don't know how this is going to go. But I would say that her husband and son were off on a tandem bike all day today, and she and her daughter worked a rest stop, and this is not their first time at the MS Bike Tour. So we greatly appreciate them. I'd like to introduce Dr. Alison Kirby.
Good evening. I'm here while they're getting my slides ready to talk about safety, and I've been asked to have you rein in some of the fun and excitement that were observed on the trail today. No, just kidding.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Woo! We're here for is to have fun, right? Stay with me. All righty, clap your hands if you had fun today on the trail. If you bike the entire 75 today, give me a yeah, yeah. If you kicked butt on the one-day 84-miler today, give me a yeah. There's 15 of you. Woo! Who did it? Raise your hand. Who did the 84? Woo! Great job, guys. If you were an Iron Man or an Iron Maiden and you cranked round trip for 150 miles today, give me an oh yeah. Who cranked? Who cranked? Did anyone do 150 today? All right, you're crazy anyway. If you were a volunteer or a support person or a virtual rider, or you have to live with an Iron Man or an Iron Maiden, give me a yeah! Yay, volunteers! Yay, volunteers! Finally, please join me in a very nice round of applause for those lonely volunteers who are down guarding our bikes at the Plummer Middle School gym tonight. Great job, guys. Congratulations on getting it done. Now, remember, my daughter Sonia and I are working at the Pirate Rest Stop at Osborne tomorrow, so wear your pirate tattoos, get them out there at the table, and we'll see you tomorrow at Osborne. Okay, I'm not just pirate eye candy. I actually am a doctor. But I'm not a boring one. I'm like you. I love biking. The photos that you're going to see on these side screens are me and my family bicycling 4,000 very long miles across America. Our kids were 10 and 11 when we did this. I've loved bicycling my entire life. I biked around our home in Walla Walla, Washington. I love being out on the Gulf Islands, the San Juan Islands off the Pacific Coast. We ate our way across Iowa on Ragbri a couple of years ago. That is a rolling party, isn't it? Anyone who's let's see. And one of my favorite trips is along the coast of Ireland, which is great if you guys ever get a chance to do that. It is lovely on the Atlantic coast of Ireland. But the Trail of the Coeur d'Alenes, that Bike MS ride, this always has a special place in my heart. Because I'm a physician and I'm also a bicyclist, I have a dual perspective on Bike MS. I'm here to say thank you from the people who can't be here tonight. There are thousands of people who struggle against MS, and they're finding ways to work around it. Multiple sclerosis is an unpredictable disease of the brain, the optic nerves, the spinal cord. It usually strikes people in the prime of their lives at ages 20 to 50, and most often women in their 20s and 30s. In the U.S., nearly 500,000 people already live with MS. 200 more get diagnosed every week. Every week, 200 more people get MS. The rate of MS in the Pacific Northwest is one of the highest in the world. That makes the Inland Northwest chapter of the MS Society a critical lifeline for a lot of people. The money that you raise provides financial assistance, equipment, specialist referrals, family support, and most urgently, it provides education for those who are newly diagnosed and are frightened. My sister, Rachel, is one of those people. My little sister is one of the Iron Maidens. She loves kayaking, mountain climbing, skiing, bicycling, until Rachel was diagnosed with MS. She doesn't climb anymore because she has seizures now. She said that getting MS was like having a limb that she lost. MS doesn't show on the outside, so people wonder, why does Rachel carry a photo list of her coworkers with her everywhere? It's because her brain on her MRI scan looks like Swiss cheese now. And those holes are where her short-term memory used to be. And she's embarrassed because she can't remember her coworkers' names. After Rachel's diagnosis, the MS Society bought her a cooling vest, which is basically a vest with pockets in it where they put ice packs, so that Rachel can still oar a raft on the whitewater that she loves so much. My husband's brother, Sean, lost his job this year as a university painter because his balance is so bad that it's not safe to be on ladders and paint anymore. Being diagnosed with MS this year did help explain why Sean was getting whiteouts in his vision while driving, and why his hands were so weak that he had to tie strings onto his car key ring so he could get his keys out of his pocket. Sean has never wanted or needed help. He's a strong, intelligent guy, just like any of us. But he can't live in his house anymore. He can't walk without assistance. When Sean goes out to mow the lawn, the heat makes him so weak he has to crawl. He has to crawl. Can you imagine that? A man who's a painter, a maintenance guy, does everything himself, is crawling to try and get out to mow his lawn. When Sean contacted the MS Society about his new diagnosis, they sent someone over to mow his lawn without him even asking for it. They bought Sean a walker so he can get around and cook some meals for himself and his father, with whom he has to live now. People in my family are proud and self-sufficient. It is agonizing to wake up one day and be numb from the waist down. It's demoralizing to have to ask for help to tie your shoes when you're a competent adult. It's frustrating to live in a body that doesn't respond anymore. It's frightening to think that your medical bills might bankrupt your family. And perhaps worst of all for us as bicyclists, we can understand that it's terrifying to imagine trading in an ultralight bike for an ultralight wheelchair. And that's the hard reality behind the Bike MS posters and the fundraising brochures. There are vigorous, talented people like us who will wake up tomorrow in a body that can't bike anymore. Courageous people who will have to create a new normal. A new normal. That's why what we do here this weekend is so crucial. That's why I'm so grateful for the fundraising that you're doing. You give hope and strength and independence to people like Rachel and Sean, who never dreamed they would be without strength and independence. You've been seeing some of the photos of our 3-month odyssey across America, and man, I am never doing that again. I am never doing that again. Because I can't. Because I have MS. So when you write your check for Bike MS, when you encourage your friends and your coworkers to donate, if you remember only one thing we say here tonight, remember that in the Pacific Northwest, the odds are 1 in 500 that you or someone you love might be like me, biking one day and struggling to walk the next. Remember Rachel and Sean and many, many others who have no one to speak for them. Whatever amount your friends were going to donate, whatever amount they were going to write on their check, please ask them to put another 0 behind it. Please give hope to those who once loved biking. Thank you very much.